Hey guys, how we doing? So, like I promised, another update. I want to address a couple concerns. It's weird because as funny as I sometimes feel or laugh when people give me the advice of the silliest things, you know what? On the end of the day, it's always great because you never know. You never know if person maybe didn't overlook something or forgot about something. So in the end of the day, it's always helpful to have all different tips and all different ideas. It's always appreciated. So let's start what? Let's start with kind of first most kind of one of the most important things actually, filtration inside and safety. In a sense of lungs. You guys know I always wear the full face mask. I always did wear it before, and I always will wear it in that grinding area. One of the reasons, besides just trying to keep the garage clean, reason why I wanted it to stand alone is because I don't want to have anything attached to the walls. That's the main thing, and I'm perfectly fine with such a small little area there. It also means less area to try to circulate the air, to vacuum and clean everything. The dust collector, there's going to be dust collector here, which that bag is actually extra additional one because they never come with really fine bags. This is a 1 micron bag which should filter it really nice. And that's a 1 horsepower dust collector that should be here Tuesday, and it has about 800 square feet per minute suction. So another thing is, reason why I didn't tape and really seal off anything is exactly for that reason. Dust collector outside, suction hose inside. It is sucking the air out from inside out. So that shelter, that shed or whatever you want to call it, needs to get the air in from the outside. So that's why all these corners, if you think about it, there's nothing sealed off. They are covered so the dust will not go out, but they are open that the air will go in. So that should work really well. And there's plenty of those to actually get enough air from the garage. That, by the way, when I keep the doors open, is actually very nice here. It's not as cool as in the house, but it's definitely bearable. It's definitely actually cooler than in my old little closet workshop. So that's that. Obviously the fire extinguishers, they're already there. I always had them in the workshop. It's just I don't think I ever talked about it. I always had it. It's a common sense again. You definitely want to have that. Even though the risk of actually fire, you think that it's risky here because of the plastic. It's actually not, because all the sparks from the grinder go directly into the bucket, and I'm running a lot of water, so actually it doesn't even spark a lot at all. And only thing what sparks are capable of going around and hitting the bag is titanium. But when you grind titanium, you never grind full speed. You actually want to grind as slow as it's needed for the titanium not to spark. That's how it's the easiest to grind. So one thing leads to another and makes it pretty much safe. And there is very small, next to none risk of fire. Also, like I said in the video, surge protector is actually behind the tarp, so no water will be splashing on it, anything. And when I'm gonna be leaving, when I'm done working, I actually just hit the switch, so I actually turn the whole power circuit all together. Not just turn the machines by itself and the light completely together. Light. These lights, one of the reasons why I went for the more expensive LED lights is because they don't get hot. So again, eliminating the risk of fire, of overheating, of me sweating here and that stuff. Same for that, I actually picked that up like I mentioned. I got one of the bigger ones with the work stand, and I'm actually able to put it here nicely, that it's pretty much out of the way, only that leg is here. But when I'm working here, which is most of the time on this grinder, Grizzly is not going to be used that often. I have actually a really nice light here. Let me turn it on. Again, I have just a surge protector there that's going to get probably mounted on the bottom of the table, again to stay out of any possible water. So right now I have plenty of light, you see, to work really nice here from all angles. Plus these can be tilted, this side things can be actually tilted. So I can actually get almost like a 360 degrees light here, but most of the time it will be actually pointing to where I'm gonna be working, you know, like when I'm gonna be by the bandsaw, I'll slide it to this side and work by the bandsaw. So that's it. As you see, that's actually my temporary cooling system for now. I ran to the Home Depot today so I can grind some blades, or at least, you know, yeah, a little bit. I just grabbed one of those cheap pumps and just hose. Actually, I hate this because there's no way to actually comfortably position the hose to point it to where you need the right spot where you need it to. So it's really messy and everything. And if you notice, liquid is white. And that is because, where's my container? Oh, that is because I ordered this. I knew that I'm going to be ordering it. It just once I got here and settled in, I ordered it and it came. It's a soluble oil. It's a solution that's exactly made for grinding and milling, you know, of metals by machines. It's when you open that, it actually is like a yellowish, orangish oil. But when you mix it with water, it's just like what you would see in the machine shops. It's specially made solution that helps cooling, and it helps, you know, like lubricating for grinding, and it's non-rust, non-corrosive, which is the most important things, because obviously when I was running just the water with simple green, everything that wasn't aluminum or covered, it was rusting. And you know, it's messy, my hands are like oil and everything. Luckily I have no reactions. Some people do have reactions from them. It's not like it's bad for you, but some people have reaction for the, you know, simplest chemicals. Look, so far it looks like I'm perfectly fine with it, but my hands are so messy, like so oily, because it's literally like you're working with oil. But you know, bucket with the WD-40 and then like some cleaning shop towels, like take it right off and it's nice and clean. But it's working out good as a cooling solution. I've noticed that it is working out really well on the blades, because it does cool because of the oily, you know, like substance. It actually does work better than just the regular water as a coolant, because it kind of holds on the other side. You know, water will just like evaporate and just fall off from the. So imagine that you're grinding one side, so this is where it's getting heated up, and this is the other side where the water is, and the oil kind of like sticks to it more and keeps it cooling even more and more. So in the end it works better than just the water with the simple green. Another new thing, picked up one of those. I wanted this forever in my shop. I always liked them, but they were always pretty expensive when I seen them in Home Depots and other hardware stores. I found this in Walmart for $100, and it's perfectly fine, you know. As you see, I did take the sticker off because it was Stanley. And I really don't like it. You know, Stanley to me it's like a, you know, like a kid's hardware brand. So took that out just to take the glue off. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. You have a nice little top thing lid here where I will have probably blanks and some project that I'm working on, and everything is like organized. So the first drawer, precision stuff for measuring. There will be a measuring tape and a ruler also. So calipers, weight. My scribe, this is the thing to measure the gaps. Like when you're making a folder, it's going to be very handy to find out what exactly, you know, like a plunges, what exact thickness of the washer do I need to put there to make it perfect fit. Small little precision hammer with exchangeable heads. Second one, markers, some bits for the screwdrivers. Some lubing, Loctite, blades, X-Acto knives, and the carpet knives. There's gonna be punch outs. I actually have a stand also coming in the container, and precision screwdrivers, you know, Torx bits. Which a couple of them I'll probably like have a hole here on each table, you know, just stuck in there, and just always like have it stay there in each table, because it's one of the things that you're always looking for when you're in your shop and you're working. You're always looking for your screwdriver. This is always, I think at this point, I picked up another one yesterday. I think I have 4 of these at this point. You can never have enough of these if you're working with the knives, especially now when I start with the folding knives. Never enough. So that, some vice grips, or what are these called? No, this one, I don't recall what are these called now. Those are handy. Some long handled these things for anodizing, heat anodizing, to hold stuff nice and far away from you, from your hand with the flame. That one is empty. Now drilling stuff, the good, like really precise stuff, brand new bits, very good condition bits, and my carbide burr bits. The chugs will go actually, I mean the keys on the chug will go on the drill presses when they get here, and the reamers. I have reamers here, these are the reamers I use on the folders, those are some extra ones, some weird sizes. Here's my used bits, you know, so they're mostly for the handles. I actually clean all of them now and I resharpen all of them. And on the bottom I will have some loose stuff, you know, like empty organizers and stuff like that. I still have to find out some nice way to store or organize handle materials once that gets here. I will have cases like that, that's WD-40. I will have one more with Windex and one more probably with alcohol for degreasing and stuff like that. That most likely will be down there and all will be marked, because every time you need to wash something out, then you need to wash things in different things. You know, sometimes you need to wash them in Windex for the anodization, sometimes in WD-40, sometimes you need to degrease them in the alcohol. So probably separated like that. I will probably try to look for something a little sturdier, something that I don't have to worry about that, because that's not the most, you know, the strongest little plastic bin. But for now it will do. And I think the rest you've seen. I did get the stain. I tried to stain this one. I wanted to see how it looks. I just grabbed whatever. It was some red something. Serona red wood finish. Just like some people mentioned, and I agree. These particle boards, if you do get oil or wood on them, they can start rotting, especially here in Florida with the humid and everything. So it might be a good idea. It doesn't look as good as nice and clean wood finish like that, but I'll probably just do them all, just the top boards, just to, you know, have it a little protected. But we'll see. I'm not crazy about how it looks, but maybe a couple more coats and it might be alright. I got one more, and by the way, yeah, they are $69, $69.97 I think is the price, so that's a really good deal. So I got one more, which will most likely be here in the center, and I might do two, you know, kind of like back to back. Just like have a little island in the center, and most likely put like a plywood with the pegboards on both sides in it. You know, like squeeze the plywood in between the two tables so it will hold it upright, and have a pegboard on each side, like just like I had in the wall in my apartment, to, you know, store some tools or maybe hang some knives or some project, you know, work in progress stuff maybe hanging there. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. It will take up the space, the center, like, because until now, if I move that stuff away, I can actually still park the car here, and I would be able in the future. But I think there is no point of need that. Nobody really parks the cars in the garage anyway. And the extra table space might come handy. So, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Geez, I hope I answered like all the concerns and everything. I think I did. We'll see. I got the splitter for the hose there. I need one more for there, but now I finally found the pieces, because I had a hard time finding the pieces to split the air hoses, but I got them now.